Welcome back. Well, let's try and see if we can convince this Dr. Greaves person to let us help.
Sounds like you could use an extra pair of hands. Listen, I'll handle the conduit. You maintain the containment field.
I'll keep the containment field up as long as I can. I see you already have a phase inverter and a wave reduction converter. Good. You'll need them.
A phase inverter? But that'll just make the fluctuations reverse. Unless... if we use the wave reduction converter to dampen them, the reversal will actually work in our favor.
Why?
Smarter than you look. Install the phase inverter coupling in the damaged area. Then use the wave reduction converter to bring the fluctuations down. If I can keep the containment field up, we should make it.
I'm on my way.
See, this is the problem with having your puzzles depend on technobabble and equipment that doesn't exist. They have to tell us exactly what we have to do instead of having us figure it out ourselves. So yeah, this isn't the greatest puzzle in the game. So we have to install the inverter coupling. And he installs it by standing still. And then use the wave converter.
Enterprise.
Picard here.
We've stabilized the power core. The outer shields should be lowered now.
Confirmed. We'll start evacuating the wounded immediately.
Great. That means we're done here. Beam us up.
Acknowledged.
And that was our first mission! We saved the power core!
We are being hailed, sir. It is Chancellor Danub.
On screen. Captain Picard, you have my warmest thanks. We had really given up hope.
We're pleased to have been able to help. Have you recovered all the pods yet?
My staff tells me all the evacuees are safe and sound, and my compliments to your medical staff. Our surgeons were quite impressed with Dr. Crusher's handiwork.
Apparently some time has passed since we beamed back.
I'll pass that along. The last of the injured personnel should be beamed down within the hour.
I think we can handle it from here. By the way, Dr. Greaves personally extends his gratitude. He felt he owed you and your crew an apology.
Tell him we accept his apology. Picard out.
What are your orders, Captain?
Let's head back to Horst 3. Because we still want to talk to this Shanok fellow.
Set course for Horst 3, Warp 5.
Aye,
See
sir.
if we can actually get there this time without being interrupted. This game has a couple of different going to warp sequences, which is nice. Don't have to look at the same sequence every time. I really liked this game. Genuinely feels like a Next Generation episode. I don't like that they use so much technobabble. It's even worse than in series. One thing you can do, actually...
Mr. Worf, your analysis.
Captain, we should check our orders from Starfleet.
You can hail Starfleet, can't you? But how do you do that? I thought it was doing by talking to Worf, but apparently not. No, that's not it.
Mr. Worf.
Captain,
Okay, you need to click on yourself to hail Starfleet.
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
You can confirm your orders, and you can also talk to her
What's your assessment of our
to
recent
determine how
performance?
well you did.
The Enterprise responded to a distress call from Merton Station. Good work there, Picard. Without your efforts, this could have been a real catastrophe.
Unlike the older Star Trek games, Star Trek 25th Anniversary and Star Trek Final Unity, the games with the original series, this game doesn't give you a grade and a percentage when you finish, but you can talk to her to find out how well you did. And I know it's possible here, for instance, to eject the power core instead, and then she would not be as glowing about your
You saved hundreds of lives, kept the station operational, and even managed to save the experimental power core. Congratulations. Shall I go on?
Okay.
Please do.
Please do. I just find that very, very funny for some reason. The whole, shall I go on? Please do. Shall I go on? Please do. They never say anything else.
The Enterprise's presence in this region has set a lot of minds at ease, but I'm still concerned about the Romulan activity in the area. Look sharp, Captain.
I'd like to confirm our current orders.
Of course. Starfleet Command is still considering the options. While we review the situation, the Enterprise is to remain on patrol.
Okay, so we're not actually going to do that.
What is the current situation, Admiral? Is there anything in particular we should be aware of?
Actually, things are relatively quiet right now. The only cause for concern is all the Romulan activity in the area.
That's like people in Poland, 1939, saying, yeah, it's relatively quiet. The only thing worrying us is the Germans are about to invade.
Picard out.
Okay, well anyway, despite our orders being to patrol, we're just heading to Horst 3 instead. We're nearly there. Should we actually get there this time? That's the question.
Helm, standard orbit.
Okay, so let's talk to Shanok.
Greetings, Shanok. I'm Captain Jean-Luc Picard.
He looks pretty realistic compared to the rest of the graphics of the game.
Captain, how may I assist you?
What brings an archaeologist of your stature to such a remote planet?
Well, he's an archaeologist, so probably there's some old stuff there he wanted to look at.
I am excavating the ruins of a Chodak outpost. The Federation Archaeological Survey is sponsoring my work.
Who are the Chodak?
An ancient race. At their peak, the Chodak occupied most of what is now the Romulan Empire. But I thought all known Chodak ruins were on the other side of the neutral zone.
This is the first Chodak site found in Federation space. It was my good fortune to discover it.
This game doesn't even bother to try and lip sync.
What have you found so far?
A great deal, actually. I have uncovered evidence of an extensive administrative system, as well as examples of Chodak computer technology quite similar to our own isolinear rods.
Intriguing. Such devices would be among the oldest known examples of isolinear technology in the galaxy.
I hope to confirm that fact. I sent several rods to the Merton's orbital station for testing. They've developed a gravitic stress dating method which is extremely accurate. However, I have not yet received their results.
The Merton's orbital station, eh? The plot thickens.
I'm afraid we have got some bad news for you, Shanok. Merton's station has been attacked. It was almost completely destroyed.
Indeed. That is a great loss.
I'd be most eager to examine the site myself. I can beam down immediately.
Picard, as we know, is a big aficionado of archaeology.
Captain, I'm aware of your reputation as an archaeologist, but I cannot permit any visitors. The excavation is far too delicate. My apologies.
Shanok, we have several Garidian refugees aboard who are trying to find something called the Fifth Scroll. They said you might be able to help.
Possibly. I once did extensive research on the Lawgiver and the Followers. They fled into what is now Federation space 1,000 years ago, bearing the Fifth Scroll with them.
But we'll continue this conversation in the next video.